What's up, Ghost? This is going to be my Taurus TX22 1000 round review. Whoops. One thing that I like that they did with the Gen 2 as opposed to the Gen 1 is they opened this right up. On the Gen 1s, this used to be the only part of the port that you could see. So this was all enclosed. And as you know, 22 is a very picky round. So if you have a double feed, you can't get your finger up in there. But with the Gen 2, you can, because that's gone now. This has been probably one of the most reliable 22 pistols that I've ever fired, and with it coming in around probably 200 bucks if you get lucky, this is an absolute steal, coming with a 16 round and a 22 round magazine. I personally am not a fan of striker fired triggers. I love striker fired pistols. I do not like their triggers, but this is probably one of the best striker fired triggers that I have ever felt. Look how crisp that is. You got your wall. It's a very long wall, but once you find your wall, immediate break. I can't really show you the reset because I have the FRT in here for obvious reasons. The grip on the back here kind of reminds me of HK, how they do that fatty bottom end, but without the interchangeable back straps. Nice texturing. The safety kind of feels like shit. So when you're coming from a draw, it doesn't feel very natural, at least in my opinion. Magazine release is swappable to the other side. You do have an ambidextrous safety. One thing that I wish that they did was have a ambidextrous slide release. That's the only thing that I feel like this pistol is really missing, is one of them bad Larrys on that side, because you can swap that around. This is ambidextrous, so why lack on that? I didn't go for the optics cut model because I have the FRT in here, and let's be honest, you're not really aiming, you're just hoping. You do have some front sight serrations for that John Wick reload. I don't know why they did that on the 22, but that's a whole choice. Comes with one 16 round mag and one 22 round mag. The magazines are fairly cheap, but they can be somewhat difficult to find. Now with this coming in at the price point that it does, having all the bells and whistles like a front slide serration, ambidextrous safety, minus the slide release like I talked about, this is probably the best bang for your buck that you can get in a 22 pistol, and with the ability to drop an FRT in it, what more could you seriously want? This is the bee's knees. Good job, Taurus. Breaking it down is very simple. You just pull down on that tab. I'm gonna blur it because YouTube is the way that it is, but it's that simple. If you guys like this kind of content, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Also, if there's anything that you want to see on this channel, just let me know down in the comments, and I'll do my best to get it out for you guys.